Bung! Chung! Dung!
All right, enough of that shit.
What's up, Randall? Randall,
How's it going? Do my teeth look good? I polydented them.
They look good. They look good,
Yeah.
Randall. And I like that you were like ab-living the lines. So yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
I thought it was funny. Randall, what's up? How you been? Big shout out to Randall. Big shout out to the fans.
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, Randall. I will admit I'm a little tired. Now, here's the newest news from work. Because the holidays are so crazy, Fears the newest. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to have 2 days off until the holidays are over. I only get Saturday off now, so I have to work Sundays. But I'll make a little extra money. But I generally believe that you should get 2 days off, Randall. Don't you agree?
Your job should do whatever you tell them to do. Yeah.
I wouldn't put it that way, but I generally,
give me 10 days off, job.
Oh God, Randall.
10 days off.
I wish. No. I generally believe.
Oh yeah.
I generally believe you should get 2 days off. Now, like, I don't mind working 6 days a week, and I understand why they're doing it because of peak season, but I need some time to recuperate. Fears is always showing up to the shows half dead, half tired, Last night I edited a vlog at 1 a.m, and I uploaded it. I was interviewing Spider-Man at a convention, Randall, so that's on the main channel.
Spider Dude.
He's
really cool and he's rude. Spider Dude.
Why is he rude?
I don't know. You tell me. Why was he rude, dude?
He actually was rude. He was actually a good guy. All right, Randall.
I went to Subway today, and the guy who was making my sub looked exactly like a guy who kicked my ass in high school. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, look who's laughing now. You're making my sub. I'm doing whatever the hell I want to do.
I would have punched him in the face, Randall.
Well, he was across the Subway aisle, so you know how like when they make your sub, they got the food all in front of them, and they're like, "What do you want?" And I want this.
This is what you do. You jump.
He was not in punching range.
That's why you jump over the counter. Randall. Beat the shit out of him. Then he's like laying there half dead, on the Subway floor. You take the sub and you hightail it out of there. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But I thought it was so funny. I'm like, you're serving my food now. How does it feel?
Randall, I have a question. Was it the actual guy? Was it the actual bully?
No, I doubt it. But that was what I was thinking in my mind. Is like maybe this guy's kicked somebody's ass, and now he's working 9 to 5 at a minimum wage job. Yeah.
Randall, I actually watched yesterday. For the fans, I did a live trailer reaction of the new Ghostbuster movie, and
people loved it. Everybody on the Discord is like, "Hey, oh man, that Fears review was the most epic, awesome review of all time."
I highly doubt that, Randall. A lot of people on the Discord do not like me anymore.
They don't.
I could care less, Randall.
Why would that be? I don't know.
No, Randall. Listen. You would know before me, Randall. Ask him. Ask him why some idiots in the Discord hate Fears. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I really have no idea. It's usually
It's a mystery beyond time.
Well, it's not really a mystery. I'm just saying it's always the same banter bullshit. They hate me. I hate them. They're always trying to annoy me, and then I always win no matter what. I'm always 90 steps ahead of them. So anyway, Randall, are you ready to kick off this live stream?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, today's topics are me and Randall are going to be interviewing each other, and then I want to hear Randall's zombie attack plan. So, Randall,
this is going to be a rough plan because I didn't have time to prepare. So,
yeah.
If I actually had an hour to 3 hours to prepare, the plan would be very detailed. But I'll give you the rough.
Just give me the rough version of it. But we only have an hour with Randall because Randall has to go to karaoke. So, Randall, most of this hangout is going to be us interviewing each other. And then right before you leave, tell me your zombie attack plan. So, Randall, since you're my guest on the show, I'll let you do question number one. Before we do question number one, guys, I was supposed to hang out with Randall this weekend. I tripped and fell at work, almost fell and broke my ass, and my leg really hurt. So that's one reason why I didn't go. Two, me and Randall are kind of on a low cash flow. So I would rather hang out with Randall when we have lots of cash so we can have fun. But Randall actually got me a birthday gift. So Randall, save that birthday gift. And we'll do birthday and Christmas together. So I am planning to go visit Randall sometime in December. So that's when we'll do it. Randall, I promise you, you will get the mug soon. The mug is right there. The mug is right there. So I'll keep
it better be fierce. It better
Listen, I'll keep it safe.
But I'm going to whoop some ass.
I promise
I'll open a can of hoop ass on you. Yeah.
Well, my Lord. I will keep it safe and sound, Randall. So anyway, Randall, go ahead. Do question number one. Go for it.
What was question number one again?
No. I'm saying you have the you asked me. You're the guest.
If you were playing Mortal Kombat,
okay,
and somebody came at you with a jump kick, what would you do?
Well, it depends on what character you're playing with. But if I love Scorpion, so if I was using Scorpion, I would probably do the get over here tactic and throw that blade into his chest, pull him back, and then uppercut him. What would you do?
Yeah, I'd uppercut him.
Nice. All right, Randall. My turn. Randall, what is your favorite drink to have? Is it water, soda, juice? What is it?
My favorite drink to have, what's really, really, really good, and I could go for one. I could go for three every day of my life.
What?
Are Monster Rehab. Monster Rehabs, they have everything a normal Monster does, but it doesn't. It's not carbonated, and it doesn't taste like soda. It tastes like tea.
Okay.
It tastes like green tea, and it is delicious. It is lovely. And if I could wake up every morning and chug three Monster Rehabs, I would do it every day.
You would say that's your favorite drink of all time?
Right now, yes. But what I order at Applebee's is I get an Oreo shake. That's typically my drink of choice because they don't have Rehabs at Applebee's. At Applebee's, it'll be an Oreo shake.
That sounds good, Randall. An Oreo shake. Is it kind of like an Oreo McFlurry from like McDonald's? Is that kind of what it is?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Nice.
All right, your turn. Go for it, buddy.
What is the best meal you've ever had ever?
Like at home, like when I was living with my parents, or out in a restaurant?
Ever during your entire life. What was the best? What was the best thing you've ever eaten ever?
Probably the best restaurant I've ever been to in my life had the best steaks at it, Randall. I had a steak dinner at this place. I don't know if it still exists. This guy used to be a baseball player, and he owned a restaurant in downtown St. Louis, and his name was Mike Shannon. Mike Shannon's, and that's what the restaurant was called, Mike Shannon's. And he was a retired baseball player. And Randall, that food was spectacular. It was extravagant. It was really pricey to get in, but the food was worth it. And the food had big portions. I mean, the steak was massive. So I would say Mike Shannon's, and we had a steak dinner. That's the most expensive, elaborate.
I didn't say most expensive. I said, what is the best dinner? What tasted the best?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
The steak dinner that I had at Mike Shannon's was the most expensive, the best tasting, the most elaborate, the most fancy meal I've ever had in my entire life. It came with like 5 courses.
Yeah.
And like, so one was an appetizer, and then a second appetizer, and then your main.
And they were all the best foods you've ever tasted.
Yes, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if his restaurant still exists because it's been a long time since I went to Mike Shannon's, but Mike Shannon's is a retired baseball player, I believe for the Cardinals or for the St. Louis Blues. I can't remember. And I'm pretty sure he's a baseball player, and he owned a restaurant. I don't know if his restaurant still exists, but that was some good eats, man. All right. Randall, favorite scene out of Ghostbusters 1. Your favorite scene, go.
My favorite scene out of Ghostbusters 1 is where Ray and Stans are Ray and who's the other guy that was with them in the hallway? It wasn't Peter. It wasn't
Egon.
Yeah, so it was Ray and Egon, and they're talking, and they see Slimer, and then Ray is talking to Peter on the thing. Is like, oh my God, he's here. He's here. He's looking right at us. He's an ugly little spud, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think he can hear you, Ray. And that whole scene where he gets slimed, and then Ray comes around the corner and he's slimy, and like Ray's like, oh my God, that's great.
Actual physical contact. Can you move? I feel so funky.
Yeah, that was. I think that was hands down the best scene.
That's a really good.
Or the scene right before that when the three come out of the elevator.
Oh,
and they see the maid, and they fire their proton packs at her, and shit goes everywhere. It's flaming, and she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" We're like, "Oh, sorry, we thought you were somebody else."
Do you know that was an accident? So she was supposed to react, but not that big. So if you watch the behind the scenes, they put too much on her cleaning cart. They put special effects like squibs to blow things up. And they said, oh, yeah, it'll be a small little pop because we're going to add in the lasers later. And apparently the little pop that they put in was a lot bigger and scared the hell out of that black lady. And they filmed her reaction. So when she says, what the hell are you doing? She is genuine, and she's scared out of her mind. And then they said it's such a good reaction. They asked her permission. Okay, can we put your real reaction in the film? And she went, yeah, go nuts.
That was something that reminds me of something off of THX 1138, which was George Lucas's first film. During that movie, a stuntman actually got killed on the.
Really?
He actually got killed. There's a part in the movie where one of the characters is driving down a long tunnel, and the guy gets thrown off the bike. He lands on the ground, skids for half a mile.
I've never seen
I believe he either died or he got seriously injured. And they asked him beforehand, so if anything happens, what do you want to do? And he goes, listen, no matter what happens, even if I die and I get dismembered, what I want you to do is I want you to use it. However it comes out, if it looks great, doesn't matter if I die, doesn't matter if I get maimed, doesn't matter if all my legs fall off. Whatever you do, I'm working hard for this scene. So if I die or anything bad happens, I want you to freaking use that take. And they used the take that, he either broke a lot of bones or died or something like that. But he said, no matter what, I want you, if anything happens.
Now, I've heard good things, Randall, about this movie. I've never actually seen it, though.
It's actually kind of a boring movie, but it's boring on purpose. You should never be boring on purpose, though. But it's boring on purpose because it's about a society without emotions, and what society would be like if there were no emotions and no creativity. And then one of the characters, played by a famous actor, I forget his name, Robert something, he forgets to take his medication, and he starts feeling emotions, which is really, really odd and weird because there's an action movie called it was called Entrapment or something like that. Not Entrapment, but it had Christian Bale, and it was basically the same movie except an action version of THX 1138.
But is there any action? Is there any action at the end?
At THX 1138, yeah, there is. Yeah, okay. There's a big car chase scene. Nice. And they use a really famous car. It's called the Lotus. It has a bubble top, kind of like the Batmobile from the 1960s movie has.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I've never drove a Lotus. What about you, Randall? Ever drove a Lotus?
No, a Lotus is a very expensive car. It's like $500,000. It's a very expensive car. You or I, unless we won the lottery, would never drive a Lotus. Correct. And I also believe they're not street legal. They're made for racing, and that's it.
Oh shit! All right.
I think I'm just saying what I think. Yeah, they're not street legal. I don't believe.
All right, your turn, Randall.
My turn. What is your favorite scene from Ghostbusters 2? Go.
Oh, Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah.
Probably when they're deciding on what pizza to get. And then after they decide on what pizza or what to eat for dinner, they're looking at Vigo the Carpathian's like pictures. Mm-hmm. And the pictures start like showing some weird shit in them, you know? Mm. And then all of a sudden, all the pictures catch on fire, and then Winston has to break open the door and save them. And he takes a fire extinguisher and like blows out all the fire. And they basically Vigo entraps Ray and Egon in this room. Uh-huh. Without Winston, they would have been like burned alive. So that's my favorite scene.
My favorite scene from Ghostbusters 2 is the World of the Psychic scene.
Well, obviously, because you love psychic stuff, Randall. So, I mean, that's no big surprise, you know?
Yeah.
That one guy goes nuts. He goes, this ain't just some money-making scheme.
I have a very strong sensation.
No.
The world is going to end at midnight.
All right, I can do it. He goes, look, this ain't no money-making scheme, all right? And then he goes like this. He goes, I have a very psychic belief that the world will end on New Year's Eve. And then like Peter's like, well, for your case, I hope you're right. And then he goes, I think my other guests will disagree with you. And he goes, now, Elaine, you have another date in mind. And then she goes, according to my calculations, shows the end of the world will end on Valentine's Day. And I don't recall the year.
January 14th, 2019.
Is it really that? I couldn't remember the date.
Yeah. And what's funny is the actress from that little skit in that movie, she on 2019 she made another skit saying, "Wow, hey guys, it's 2019 to February 26th or February 15th. It looks like the world didn't end. I'm really relieved. It's really good. Thank God nothing happened, and I'll see y'all later." Bye.
Well, Peter Venkman's reaction is great. He looks right in the camera and he goes, Valentine's Day. Bummer.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then her story about an alien like leading her into a room
at the Paramus Inn.
Yeah. The Holiday Inn.
I think he might have used like a ray or some kind of mind control.
Yeah. Because he forced me to go into this room, and then that's when he told me about the end of the world. And then everyone's looking around like, what the fuck is going on?
You know what's funny? You know what's hilarious is that there are actually people out there who do believe shit like that.
Well, Randall, there's a lot of crazy people out there.
I mean, there's people that believe, the Hale-bound comet, it's a spaceship, and if we all kill ourselves, we're going to be on the spaceship. What science fiction movie is out there where you have to kill yourself to get on a spaceship? And like, I could understand like, hey, beam me up, Scotty, and then they teleport, or they shoot up into a rocket ship. Like, how does the like killing yourself get you onto a spaceship? I don't get that.
Yeah, remember, I'll reiterate my original statement. There's a lot of crazy motherfuckers in this world.
Yeah, some people are
nuts. What was that cult?
Heaven's Gate.
Yeah, you told me about it, or Visions, or both of you guys.
And their induction video, the video that they used to show people, it's in 8 parts, and it is on YouTube right now. You can look up Heaven Gates Cult video, and this old dude is like sitting in front of a blue background, and for damn near 2 straight hours, he's like, "Hello, everybody, welcome to the show. You're here because you want to be part of the Heaven's Gates." He just goes on for 2 hours.
Remember, I've never seen that video because that fucking guy creeps me the fuck out. But I remember the goodbye video that you sent me. That's on YouTube, where they all go to like some restaurant and they have like one last meal, and then they interview every single person, and it's like their goodbye video. And you sent me that, or Vision sent me that. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think Vision sent you that. I don't remember that.
And it was like a goodbye video. It's like, I'm gonna meet the old holy master on the alien spacecraft. I can't wait to kill myself. Some guy says that in the goodbye video.
StreamYard is here. He says, F you, Fears.
Well, F you, StreamYard. You can kiss my fucking ass. Oh, that's what I think about StreamYard. But Randall, that goodbye
These
video.
These are middle fingers. Say if you connect both hands, these are the middle fingers.
Randall, that goodbye video, I can't remember if you sent me that or a Vision sent me that. That goodbye video was creepy as hell, man. But I've never seen the welcome video to the heavenly gate or whatever the hell it is. All right, Randall, whose turn is it? Is it my turn or your turn?
It's your turn.
Really?
Yeah, I asked you what your favorite scene from Ghostbusters 2
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Randall, when you did celebrate Christmas when you were young, what's your favorite thing about Christmas?
Getting presents is awesome, you know. And I remember when I got an N64, I was a happy camper. Yeah.
Nice.
N64, man, that was a video game at the time. And I remember I was a really spoiled brat when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, this Nintendo game called Killer Instinct came out. And what a lot of people don't know about Killer Instinct is that the first 10,000 copies that stores had of Killer Instinct came with a special CD of all the music from the game, like a digital, like CD quality version. And I remember walking down, or me and my mom were driving down the road, and she said she wasn't getting the game. And I was like, Mom, you don't understand. There's only 10,000 copies, and I want the CD. I want the CD, Mom. And I pissed and moaned so much.
Of course you're a spoiled brat. According to Quentin, we're spoiled little rich kids.
Well, I wasn't a rich kid, but I did piss and moan. I got the thing. But if I had known like that 30 years later they would have this thing called YouTube and all those songs would be online for free, I never would have made a stink. I would never would have.
You can find all those old video games. All those old video games.
All the CD tracks are online right now. Yeah.
I never thought in a million years, whenever me and Sam were friends, you know that game that I love, UN Squadron.
Yeah.
I never thought in a million years you can find every single song from UN Squadron on fucking YouTube.
Yeah, it's like all the songs that I thought would be lost forever because, like, oh my God, my CD broke. I don't know what to do. I never knew. I mean, this was like Killer Instinct, I think, was back in '93 before the internet was even invented.
I don't even remember.
I was like, son of a.
What was that game about? I forgot. What was it?
Killer Instinct?
Yeah,
it was a fighting game. It was like Mortal Kombat. Okay, it had the best graphics of all time. I mean, still today. I mean, the graphics on that video game are superior to a lot of video games right now.
Well, I just never played that game, and so I've heard of it. I've just never played it. All right. So your turn, buddy.
My turn. Okay. I will say, what is the worst video game you ever played?
Probably E.T., Randall, for Atari.
Oh, you actually played E.T.?
I played it. Oh, holy crap. It was garbage. Garbage. That or Jaws. Jaws on the regular Nintendo. Jaws and E.T. What about you, Randall?
Worst game I ever played?
Worst game of all time.
Okay, I don't remember what the name of the video game was, but it reminded me something from Wayne's World 1. There was this video game. It had photorealistic graphics. It had actual actors, and it had like a little dome, and it was an arcade game, and it was holographic. So the characters on screen were holograms, and they were photorealistic because they were real people. They were holograms of real people.
Okay.
And I remember you were playing a cowboy, and you were trying to save a princess, and there was a guy creeping up behind me with a skeleton mask on, and I kept hitting the joystick trying to turn left. Yeah. And I hit the button, and the guy in the skeleton mask shot me. And then this wizard comes on the screen, and he's like, remember, turn before you shoot. I'm like, I did turn, you asshole. I've been forcing this thing to the left. It won't turn.
I don't
remember. And then I saw
game.
Wayne's World, and there's a part in Wayne's World where the Noah from Noah's Arcade says, the good thing about some of these video games is like some of them you can't beat. So kids just keep chucking in quarters trying to beat the game. You can't beat the game. It's not possible. So kids just keep putting in quarters. And I felt so stupid.
I don't remember those games. And they actually made a video game of Wayne's World?
No. I'm talking about Noah's Arcade on Wayne's World, how Noah Vanderhoff is with the executives talking about like, the video games had nothing to do with Noah Vanderhoff or Wayne's World. I'm saying I think this video game, no matter where you turned, you would always lose.
Yeah. All right, your turn, Randall.
I asked you what the worst video game you ever played was, and then I answered it too.
Oh, okay. Randall, when is the last time you went either alone or with your family to Disney World? And when you were there, what did you guys do?
Last time I went was like 1988, and we rode the teacups.
Nice. Well, that's quite a few years ago.
That is that's more than 30 years ago, I believe.
Randall, a side question: if we did go again, would you come with me?
Yeah, I would want to go on the teacup ride again.
We have to.
You get to spin yourself.
Yeah,
you spin
they
yourself.
still have them there. The fans want to see that vlog. They want to see us go to Disney World. We need to do it, buddy. We need to do it. All right, your
turn. My turn. When was the last time you went to Disneyland in California?
Oh, God.
And what did you do there? And what was your favorite ride?
It was, I was like around 13 or 14. My British family came over. We went to LA. We went to the Chinese Man's Theater. We did a whole bunch of stuff in LA. And then they were begging my mom and my dad to go to Disneyland. We went for one day. So I've only been to Disneyland once ever in my life. And from what I remember we rode the Dumbo ride. I don't even know if the Dumbo ride still exists at Disneyland, but it did back then. But that's all I remember, buddy.
Yeah. Did you do any research on Club 33?
I did not. I need to, though. I need to.
So, I mean, you worked there, and did you go in the underground tunnels and all that?
I did go in the underground tunnels. You have to. Whenever you work there, they have to, because let's say you work in one area of the park. They don't want someone working in Tomorrowland to walk through Frontierland and mess up the magic. So I actually know how to get to all the tunnels, Randall.
Do you ever see Beverly Hills Cop 3?
Yep.
That was actually shot in Disney World.
Yep. Well, parts of it was.
Yeah. And parts were just sets. Yeah, I know.
Well, no, technically you're right. Parts of it is sets. Parts of it they shot at Disneyland and Disney World. And Universal, Randall, because you know that part where they go to Alien Attack?
Yeah.
That ride is actually in Universal Studios Orlando and Universal Studios Hollywood. That ride is in both of them.
Yep.
And they called it Mars Attack, but really it's called Earthquake.
Yeah.
But
I remember my favorite thing about Beverly Hills Cop 3 is the theme song. Wonder, wonder world, roller coaster zing, pure excitement. Wonderful, wonderful, where happiness is king.
It's
Wonder World, Wonder World.
I have it right here.
It's a happy whoop-de-doo. It's Wonder World.
Randall, listen, yeah. I've got it right here.
Okay. Yeah.
I was trying to get your attention, buddy.
Wonder world, magic in the air. Wonder world, it's a wonder everywhere. Fly, rise, water slides, roller coasters sing. Great delight, new excitements, all your pets take wing. In wonderful wonder world, happiness is king. In Wonder World, Wonder World, fantasies come true. It's a happy world to in Wonder World, Wonder World, where happiness is free. Wonder, Wonder World, magic fills the air. Wonder, Wonder World is a wondering fair. Wild rides and water slides, roller coasters sing. Great giants, new giants, all you can stay free. In wonderful Wonder World, happiness is free.
There you go. There it was. Randall, while you were talking about it, I Googled it. And I found it. So there it is. Randall, you all right? Don't have a heart attack on me, buddy.
Why would I do that, Ferris?
I don't know. You were just kind of like, you're having some googly eyes. You were kind of freaking me out for a little bit. Wow. This is getting good. All right. Randall, you are nuts. You make me laugh, though, buddy. You do. All right. Whose turn is it?
It's your turn.
Okay. Randall, when was the last time you went to Universal Studios?
About 4 years ago. I only went to two places in Universal Studios. I went to the karaoke bar, and then I went to the bar across from that.
Oh, you didn't do any rides?
No. It was too late to do rides, and we weren't there for rides. We were there for the karaoke.
Okay, fair enough.
Because there in Universal Studio, there is a giant, huge room. It's about the size of karaoke. Probably about the size of one of your apartment complex units. It's a huge, giant room, and you get a stage. And it's like karaoke, except they play the music live. They have a selection of 50 songs that you can sing, and they got the songs planned out, and they pick you at random. You got to put your name on a list, but they're like, okay, so and so, you ready? You ready to do this? And they're like, yeah, let's do it. So you go up on stage. It's a huge, gigantic stage. A live band actually plays the music, but they got the words just like karaoke. And I so badly wanted to be picked because they had a Love Shack, and I can kick Love Shack's frickin' ass. I know that song backwards and forwards. I don't even need the words. And yeah.
Wow, Randall.
I would have died to do that. Oh my God.
All right, Randall, I'm getting tired. So 2 last questions. Go.
All right. Well, I think I got to leave at 7, Fears. It's 6:48 right now. Let's hop on down. I want to hear your plan before I give you my plan. What would your plan for a zombie attack be?
Oh, okay. So if a zombie apocalypse, if zombie apocalypse came out, Randall, you'd need these things. You would need water, clothing, weapons, shelter. You know. You can find almost all that at a Costco, Randall. I would take over a Costco.
Yeah.
Because Costco is a big rock building, so it's pretty much impossible for zombies to come in. You know, you could land a helicopter on top of the Costco, you know. And like I said, they sell weapons there at Costco. I mean, they sell, and you wouldn't run out of supplies for a while because everything's in bulk. Well, that would be my zombie attack plan. What about yours, Randall?
Well, first thing I would do is I would have to find some weapons, reloadable or non-reloadable. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would want a gun for long range, but I would also want like a machete or a baseball bat, because guns are way better than machetes or baseball bats. But the things about machetes and baseball bats is, as long as you've got energy, you've got a weapon. You know,
that's your weapon.
I mean, with guns, you need ammo. So after 15 shots, you're out. But with a machete, as long as you can keep swinging, same thing with a baseball bat, as long as you can keep swinging, you.
So that's your weapon of choice. What would be your attack plan be? Like, do it like how I did it. Where would you find shelter, water, all that stuff?
Well, I have a lot of food put away. I've got me and my mom, actually, we have like 100 ramen packets in our pantry, and we've got about 20 gallon, or we've got about 40 or 50 gallons of water on the porch right now, because we got like Hello Fresh, which is It's either HelloFresh or something like that.
So you would just take refuge in your house.
Possibly, maybe, yeah, because it would be unsafe to go on public roads, and the only roads we have are public roads, so it'd probably be pretty dangerous. I would stay away from large populations. I wouldn't go inside.
My plan would work because, like, getting to the Costco will be the most dangerous thing. But once you got to the Costco, there is big metal doors. The whole building is made out of brick. You know, the top of the Costco is flat, so you can land a helicopter on there. Yeah. You know, if you found a helicopter.
If you had a helicopter, yeah.
I'm saying.
And your plan would work if nobody had already taken over the Costco. If you were the only person with that idea, which you would not be.
Also, I would invite people in. I would invite, like, other people in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd have to repopulate the planet, you know. Uh-huh. And the more brains inside that building, people would have lots of ideas, like, oh, we could add this to the building. We could add that. Hey, we could go out. We could send these guys out and scavenge for more food.
Yeah, I mean, you have no idea who these people are. You know, they're not all going to be close friends of yours. They're going to be random people that you don't know. They could be drug addicts. They could be criminals.
Well, that's true. That's true. So you'd kind of have to pick and choose which people to come in. But if I could get a hold of a Costco, it would work because they have water there. They have food there. They sell weapons there. Yeah. Like you said, once all the shells ran out, as long as you have energy, they've got meat cleavers in Costco. They've got weapons in there. As long as you got energy, you could kill a zombie with, you know, a broom, a knife.
But again, you got to realize that, you know, you're not the only one who has the Costco idea.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So, like,
I mean, there might be people who you might have to ask to let you in, and they might not.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying. Hopefully that plan would work because you'd have everything that you would need under one roof. And once started shit hitting the fans, I would have to act quickly. You know. Well, Randall, I want to thank you for coming on, buddy.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I got to go because I got to go to karaoke. I'm going to a new place tonight. Not telling you where.
Nice.
I'll tell you later sometime. But
you already told me, so I'm not going to tell the fans, but you already told me where you're going.
My name is Cammyman 2021 and the Mayor of Magic, and I will see you later.
All right, Randall. Well, thank you for coming on. Have a nice night. Call me once karaoke's done. Let me know how the night was. And guys, don't forget to follow Randall at CameoMan 2021 and the Mayor of Magic. Randall, have a fun night, buddy.
See ya.
Peace out, Randall. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to take off. It was kind of a quiet night. Not many people were commenting. It's time for Fears to get some din-din. It's time for Fears to get some edits going on. I did upload a new video. Last night before I went into work. So if you haven't checked that out, go to the main channel. I interview a whole bunch of people at the convention. And you know what? Before I leave, fuck it. I'll just do the last bit because me and Randall already did the zombie attack plan. We already interviewed each other. Fears did a mini haul today. I will end you with the mini haul. All right. Let me know what you think. All right, here we go. So Fears found this really cool old Disney t-shirt. Bam. Bam. Oh, hang on. There it is. There we go. Pretty comfy. I gotta say, weak sauce on the Blu-rays at Goodwill. You know how Fears usually gets like 5, 6, 7, 8? I only found 2. I found something called Parasite. I don't know what that is. And then I don't know what this is, but it looked like it was from the 1950s. So this looks like it's from the 1950s. So I thought it'd be kind of a cool movie. So these are the 2 movies I found. And then check this out. New mug. New muggage. Well, it's an old mug, but it's new to Fears. Bam! Another Nightmare Before Christmas. This is a new one. Fears does not have this one until now. So there it is. And you know my policy. Run it through the dishwasher about 6 or 7 times to get all the hair and all the mold and all whatever God knows left is in this. And then about a week later, after washing it 6 or 7 times, then it'll be ready for Fears to have a sip of coffee. All right. All right. Went to Walmart because it's the Christmas season. Fears has seen every type of Grinch movie alive except for this one. And now Fears finally has it. So I may watch this Grinch movie tonight. I haven't decided. It's either going to be this one or it's going to be another one of those monster movies from the Universal Monsters. So yeah. And then I got a new ornament for my Christmas tree. One of my favorite Ninja Turtles. Bam! Raph. They didn't have Michelangelo. If they would have had Michelangelo, I probably would have got Michelangelo. So there it is. All right. More glow sticks. This is a really cool ornament. I cannot wait to put this ornament on the tree. Wanted the Wet Bandits. The Wet Bandits from Home Alone. That's going on the tree. It's going on the tree. All right. More glow sticks. And last but certainly not least, bam! The Predator 2. Oh my Lord. Look at this. Holy shit. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. I love it. I love it. All right. Anyway, Fears is going to skedaddle, but I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Shame on you for not commenting in the chat. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame, 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 shame. But anyway, Fear still loves you guys. Fear still cares about you guys. And I look forward to the loving and loyal fans commenting once again. All right, I'm taking off. Peace, deuces. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26, Fears Vlogs. More epic content coming. I'm going to start working on a new vlog tonight. The Happy Birthday vlog. I kind of already started the Happy Birthday vlog at Disney like 2 or 3 days ago, so I'm going to put on the finishing touches tonight. All right. Also follow my buddy Randy at Cameo Man 2021 and the Mayor of Magic. And this is Fears signing off. Peace, deuces, and I'll see you later.